so hopefully you've mastered hammer-ons and pull-offs. It's only a couple little things you have to do to think about differently when you're trying to do them both together. So let's look at some hammer-on pull-off combinations. Okay, we've talked about hammer-ons and pull-offs. Well, obviously there are a lot of times when you have to use them both in the same phrase. A hammer-on and a pull-off. Over the hills and far away, great example. So when I hammer on this A from G, I have to make sure that I get a good grip on it and then I pull it back off. This is not just a hammer-on takeoff move. I have to hammer it on and then pull it off. So slowly I'm going to hammer it on. I'm going to do this without hitting it. I'm going to hammer it on, but in slow motion it'd look like that. I'm going to land right there. Then when I pull it off, I'm going off this way. Okay, I'm not just hammering on and then coming off this way. I'm going in, down, in order to get that to work. So again, that's the way one of them works in Over the Hills and Far Away. Actually, that's the only one that is the hammer-on pull-off combo. But there would be times I might have to do that from a fretted note. So now I'm going from A to B and back to A. So again, I hammer on the B, and then I use that finger to pluck it heading this way, not just taking it off. Didn't sound as crisp as that. So for a hammer-on, and just like in a pull-off, when I do this, when I do the pull-off from B to A, this A has to be on really tight. Otherwise this will happen. This one moved with it. Now, in the case of Over the Hills and Far Away, you have to do a double pull-off at one point. So that's even trickier because I have to pull this off hard. This one has to be anchored really tight. Then this has to pull off as well. So for that double pull-off, it has to be two distinct moves. Not just pulling my whole hand away at once. I have to move this one without this one flinching, then that one plucks. Faster. Notice this one is not moving on the first pull-off until I'm ready to play it. So anyway, hammer-on pull-off combinations or double pull-off combinations, require a little bit different technique than just a straight hammer-on or pull-off, but hopefully you can work on them and add them to your repertoire.